Welcome back to the BCC. This is Mark Ponzio for the main event that occurred on January 18, 25. This is a semifinals match between Jose and Andrew. This is a match which a race to 7 points. Here we are at the volley. Looks like Andrew got it, and Andrew elects to shoot first, and he drops a 20. Jose is going to follow here. Let's see what he does. He doesn't quite drop the 20, went a little long. Andrew knocks it, but only manages to stick in the 15. Jose gets the clear. He's down to 20, but he has 2 pieces on, which is some decent presence there. Andrew bumps in. Doesn't quite get a clear, but he does manage the 20, which is always a good move. Not always, but usually a good move. Jose drops the 20 there, trying to even up the cup. Andrew demotes. Not quite clears, but demotes. Looks like Jose is pushing for the follow-through. The line was off a bit, though. Let's see. Andrew tries to clear, and he drops in, which is great. He's now 3-1 in the cup. Jose takes a moment to aim. Ends up a little short. Let's see if Andrew can convert that hanger. He doesn't. He was a little off on the line. Jose's down in the cup, but he has a lot of board presence here. I think Jose's deciding to go through his own piece to get to that black one there. Yep. He manages to promote one of his pieces from the 10 to the 15, so now he has 3 15-point pieces. Andrew does a little demoting. Let's see. Jose's going to have the hammer in a shot or two. All right. For Andrew's last shot, let's see what he can do. And let's see what Jose needs to do with this. They're doing the math right now, and it looks like they're realizing that Jose is only down by 10 points. So to win, he just has to touch the 15 and stay in the 15, or demote that single black piece on the board. I'm going to take a moment here to introduce Andrew. Andrew's been with our club for the better part of a year. He joined us after the Long Island tabletop event last year. He's been spending a lot of his time in the Long Island Crokinole Club, our sister club, but he came to one of the BCC events and really enjoyed it, so he's been coming regularly to our events and having a great time. He's been a wonderful guy to hang out with, a lot of fun. And Jose, for anyone who doesn't know, has been in the club for years. He won last year's Brooklyn Crokinole Championship. He's been a long-time staple of the club. All right, on to the second round. Jose took the first one. Andrew and Jose are trading some shots here. Jose got a 20. Andrew missed. Andrew just got a clear. Jose's just kind of sticking. Andrew does have hammer, so he's not too far behind, but he does need to try and get a 20 out of this somewhere. Jose is, again, just sort of wisely sticking, staying on the far side of the hole from Andrew. Andrew didn't quite, I think he didn't quite anticipate the bounce off the peg there. I think there's a very narrow lane in between those two blue pieces to get a 20 off of that black piece. Here, Jose may be trying to do that. He got the clear. He almost got that 20 off of a peg in the background, but not quite. Okay. Let's see. Just clearing, basically trading pieces, trying to clear everyone out. Andrew gets 1.5. He gets a demotion and 1 piece off. By the way, I apologize for my voice. I've been a little under the weather lately. All right, back onto it. Jose gets a clear, loses his shooter, but it's not the worst thing as he has 1 in the cup and 2 pieces on. Andrew just ruins his own turn there, knocks his own piece out. That's always terrible when that happens. Jose taking a good moment to aim. He gets another 20. He basically cemented the win for this round. There's no way Andrew can get 2 20s out of 1 piece, no matter what he does. All right, so Jose's up 4-0 at the moment. Here we go. Andrew goes a little long. Jose slides off the board, giving Andrew a free shot. Andrew takes advantage. Jose gets a shot. So it's 120 per player. Andrew drains a 20. Jose overshoots a bit. Andrew manages to clear, and he manages to stop kind of in no man's land on the far side of the hole there. Jose clears and rolls out. I think he'd much rather be in the center. I think Andrew sort of was trying to get the 20 off the back end of that and rolled a little too far, a little too fast. Jose tries to follow through, pushes it just far enough, but not quite the right line. It was a really nice try, though. It was just such a close shot. Let's see. Andrew clears a piece off the hole, but doesn't do much with it. He's sort of not set up well. One of his own pieces is blocking that right lane for Andrew, so he can't quite use that piece next turn. Let's see what Jose can do. He sort of cleared it up. Let's see if Andrew can drop a 20 on that right side. No, not quite. He hits a peg on the way in. All right, so Jose's just going for this piece in the near field here. He manages to demote his own pieces to the 10-point zone, and Andrew stays in the 15. Now, this is a tricky situation for Jose. The best Jose could hope for would be to tie by getting a takeout and a 20. There's really almost no way for him to win in this situation. Okay, so Andrew wins that round, 4-2, Jose. Starting off, Jose takes his first shot. Comes up a little short. Not terrible. He's sort of in no man's land. There's almost no way to score from there, or very limited ways to score from there. Andrew almost gets it, too, with a bounce off a peg, but not quite enough juice on it. Jose manages a nice touch. Andrew comes around from the outside there. Manages a decent clear. I think Jose was trying to double. He put a lot of speed on that piece, trying to come in and double out Andrew's other piece. Andrew manages an open 20 off that mistake from Jose. So now the cup is even. Jose pushes again, but ends up just going a little bit off on the line. Andrew trying for a bit of a follow-through himself and doesn't quite make it. Jose trying for a bit of a heavy hanger follow-through and doesn't quite make it either. This is a lot of follow-through attempts going on here. Bit of a drop back. Jose rolls off to the side. Andrew does have the hammer, so it's not advantage to Jose right now. Andrew just needs to stay away from the center, and he'll be okay. He'll have last shot one way or the other. Jose rolled back to his side, which is not a bad position. You're making Andrew shoot across the field every time. But he does need to effect a pretty good hide here to hope for any chance of winning. And okay shot, but failing to clear means that it's already a tie. Andrew just has to touch the blue piece. And he does. 4-4 in the score here. Moving on to the next round. Starting off with Andrew. He drains a 20. Jose taking a while to aim, but doing a good job with it. He ends up with his own 20. Andrew drains a 20. Jose answers back. The 20s race is on. Let's see what Andrew can do. And he drains another one. 2 up, 3 for Andrew. Is it going to be 3 for Jose? Oh, Jose comes in short. So 2 in the cup for Jose, 3 for Andrew. Let's see what Andrew can do with this. A nice conversion with a demotion. Not quite clear, but a demotion. Not bad. Jose's down 2 20s at this time. Taking a moment to really aim and focus, and he does a good job, gets the 20 out of that. Now, Andrew, he doesn't have hammer, but he can stick to the outside because he does have the 20 advantage. He probably doesn't want to stick close to the hole in this spot. But he rolls a little too far out, giving Jose a clear shot on the center. Jose overshoots a bit. Andrew probably thinking about the double. Not quite. Kind of the same spot we were in one shot ago. Andrew's trying to figure out how to double or clear this out. He does almost exactly the same thing. At this point, it's almost impossible for Jose to win there, so it was a tie. 1 point each. Now we're up to 5s. All right, Jose starts us off with a 20. Andrew goes a little long. Jose does a clear, stays on his side of the board. Andrew almost gets a 20, but he was a little off. Jose's looking to convert that hanger. Puts a little too much juice on it and bounces out. Let's see if Andrew can convert his. And he does. Doesn't get the clear, but he does convert. So now they're even in the cup. Jose's disadvantaged because he doesn't have hammer, although he does have two pieces on the board. If Andrew can clear both of these or stay in a position that Jose can't clear, then he's got a better chance of winning here. Although I would say Andrew has the advantage with the hammer. Oh, he almost got that 22. That would have been difficult for Jose to surmount. All right, Jose clears but rolls off. Not ideal for him. Andrew tries to double, gets one, and demotes the other. Jose promotes two pieces, and he puts himself in a reasonable board state. Someone dropped a disc. Andrew goes for the 10-point piece, knowing he has last shot. Jose has to shoot for that 10-point piece. I guess they're both 10-point pieces technically. Both the pieces on the board are 10-point pieces. All right, so Andrew can't go for the outside piece anymore. They're tied in the cup, so he has to try and clear that one on the 15-10 line if he's going to have any chance of winning. So he just barely makes it with a lucky bounce off a peg, but ends up tying the round. So now we're up to sixes.
All right, ready?
Andrew opens with an open 20. And Jose follows. Now it's 1-1 in the cup. Andrew goes along. Jose just clears. Jose's got hammer this turn, but it's still about 6 shots too early to be calling anything. Let's see. Jose's looking for a follow-through conversion, maybe. He sort of bounced off a peg, stayed in the 15, but not quite towards the hole there. Andrew's inching it a bit closer to the hole. He needs to get up on Jose if he's going to surmount that hammer. He's behind the hammer. Andrew trying to follow through. Again, he manages sort of a almost clear demotion down to the 5. Jose demotes as well. He does clear, but he also demotes his own piece. Andrew puts himself behind a peg. And Jose can't touch it. So Andrew's got to go for that piece in the 5. Andrew does a good job of rolling in. So now he's got a full 20 on the board, which puts him above Jose for a bit. 1 shot left. He's got to see what he can do with this. Andrew tucks his piece in right by the peg, leaving Jose with a bad choice and a worse choice. He's got to shoot across the board and clear a piece stuck behind a peg and stay in the 10, or shoot the close piece and try to roll in the 15, but it's a little bit far back to clear the peg it's posted on. So, I mean, the safe bet is just clear the close piece, stick in the 10, and tie. There's a very slim lane to roll into the 15, but you'd probably have to put so much speed on that shot that you'd be running a high risk of just losing your piece off of a bounce somewhere. So I think at this point, Jose and Andrew are even discussing it, and Jose is going to go for the safer shot and just try for another round. And he does. So now it's 7-7 in the race to 7. This is a match, and I think I say it at one point later, this is a match that comes down to so many, like, all-or-nothing last shots. It's incredible. There you go. Open with a couple of shots. No one's hit any 20s yet. Jose just sort of does a touch. Doesn't really get much board presence off that shot. Andrew gets a 20. Doesn't really clear anything, but he does get the 20. He does have a piece on, so he's sort of building up his position a little bit. Jose gets an unlikely clear. He managed to clear that pegged piece. And that was a pretty technically challenging shot because he had to kind of weave between a peg and a piece without touching either one of them and clear a difficult shot. It was good. That was a good clear. Left himself in the 5, but he already has a couple pieces on, so not terrible. Let's see. Andrew clears the one in the 15. Jose does what he can. He sticks in the 15. Andrew rolls up towards the other one. I think he might have been going for a double there, but it sort of worked out. Jose bumped a couple of his own pieces in that one, or one of his own pieces in that one, and ended up with 2 pieces closer to the center. Andrew's calling for a ruling on that piece, whether it's on the 10, it's on the line for a 10, or it's inside the 15 line for 15 points.
It might not matter. It might be anyway, but I think it's.
And of course, some schmuck comes by with a flashlight and figures it out. Ultimately, they decide that it's on the line, making it a 10-point piece.
On the line. I don't see tape, so I'm gonna say it's on the line. Makes a little bit of a difference.
All right, so Andrew's playing to the outside, so Jose can't really get in from these shots, or at least he's trying to defend the inside of the board a little bit by giving himself good position. Jose's looking to build up pieces and just keep board presence. See, I think Jose's considering, should he clear? Should he try and roll in? He's trying to take it from the outside. I think he wants to make sure that the game goes back to the center. He's only got 1 shot left, but it's probably the best move to try and get that 20. And again, Andrew rolls out. Very well done with his positional play. Jose rolls in. Now it's 25-20 right now. And again, the game has come down to the last shot. Unfortunately for Jose, Andrew's in great position. All he needs to win is to keep a piece on the board in the 10 or higher, and he does. So Andrew wins the round, and he wins the semifinals match. We'll see Andrew again in the finals. Wonderful match, everyone. Let's head over to the highlights and take a look at some of the best shots of the day. What a wonderful game for positional play and kind of intense matches. Andrew hit some beautiful angle-ins and little touch 20s. We're going to see a few of them here. He sort of got a little lucky with the bounce there, but he managed it. He did a couple of them. Here's one more. Beautiful little touch 20. Great job. Let's see what Jose has. I think he had 1 or 2 of these touch 20s as well. Yeah, he managed one himself. Thank you so much for following along. If you're interested, you can follow our club on Facebook or any of our social medias. It's in the links below. Take care. Thank you for watching.